Well, good afternoon and welcome once again to Ed's Orchids. Now I'm in the small warm room in the house, so I thought, well, it's the 1st of March, so we'll have a look how they're all fixed at this time of the month, and then we'll have a look at the end of the month to see what progress is made. Well, the only thing I can say about that is the Corning's violet, which were absolutely beautiful flowers, have all dropped off, but I've noticed there's more flowers to come. So that should look very nice in a couple of weeks' time. Now this is a Phalaenopsis samira, and it's getting into a very big plant. The size of these leaves are colossal. And not showing any signs of flowering yet from there. So these spikes may be slowly dying, or they may suddenly come forth with more blooms. There's something coming up there, which one of the comments I got was that this was a new spike, and I thought it was a root. But I think it is a spike and a root growing by the side of it. So that gentleman, whoever he was, I've forgotten his name, was completely right. This is the Phalaenopsis Joshua Irwin Ginsberg, and this is also coming into flower again. It only finished flowering about 6 weeks ago, but now it's starting off again. I mean, these are making beautiful plants. That's a new growth, that leaf there. Somebody will say, what have you been cleaning them with? And honestly, I have never cleaned them. This is the Schilleriana, and the bottom leaf dropped off yesterday, but it's still got 4 on. There's a new one growing there, and that's coming up very fast. It only started showing about 3 weeks ago, but now it must be 2 inches long. So that's the Phalaenopsis Schilleriana. Excuse me. This is the Bellina green that had such a beautiful plant flower on it that's dropped off, but there's another one going to come out there. So that's looking nice. And this is a Bellina via Caerulea, which is the blue ones, and there's nothing showing on these yet. There's no spike growth or anything, but the roots are doing very nicely. So later on in the year this might start to do something. Phalaenopsis with variety Caerulea. And this is another Caerulea in exactly the same state, with a nice new leaf growing there in the middle. And then we come to this one. This tiny little one it was. I nearly threw it away, but I thought, no, I'll put it in a pot and see what happens to it. And it's coming on a treat. It must be 2 or 3 inches across now. Absolutely lovely. So that looks like it's going to make a nice plant, with me doing very little effort to it. This is Phalaenopsis Zeng Ming Pixel, and this was a terrible time with the roots on this one, but this looks like they're starting to grow now. So we'll keep watering that, keep an eye on it, and beautifully broad leaves on them, and let's hope that does some good. This is one that's never flowered for me yet. It's a Phalaenopsis amboinensis Nicole, crossed by Bellina, and that was on when I got it, and it's grown a new leaf there, new roots growing there, but no signs of a spike yet. I believe that's one of those mottled flowered blooms, which I'm not particularly struck on, but we'll see what this is like, and they might grow on me when it blooms. Now this is the last Phalaenopsis, and it's a Phalaenopsis loii, and it's one of those deciduous plants that's supposed to lose all its leaves, and it lost them all by one, and it's just started to grow in another. That's come up in the last week. I've only just noticed it, and I think it's spiking. If I can get it into focus, I think that's a spike coming out of it. Just there. You see it now there. So that'd be very nice. I'd love to flower this one. Phalaenopsis loei. This little Masdevallia Gutierrezi is it's only small. It's classed as a miniature, and it's putting out some lovely roots. You see them there, but not a fast grower at all. But still very pleasing when you can see roots like that. Masdevallia Gutierrezi. And talking about different things, I think I've got a Dracula with a spike on, what is it? I'll show you anyhow. It's a Dracula woolwardii, and you can tell me if it's a spike or not, because I've never flowered one of those before. I thought we'd just have a look at these Cattleyas, see how they're going on, and then we'll test them again at the end of March. But this is the Cattleyanthe. What is it? Lugtorn African Beauty, and it's got a few pseudobulbs on it that are monofilament, but the two ones it's brought up now, the two new growths there, are both bifoliate. Now I don't know any spiking or flowering habits of this plant, so we'll just keep doing what we're doing to it and see how it goes. This one's a division, you know, the Almaquis, Trimpoli. I split it in two because it wasn't doing very good, and it's always loath, this one, to put out roots. You know, I've got to scrape away at the top here to see any roots, but there's none coming out at the side yet, and it tried to put a sheath up there, but nothing happened to it. But we'll keep going that, because they're quite a nice plant, these, with a beautiful bright yellow and red-lipped bloom on them. This is another one that's been very, very slow to put roots out. So what I'm going to do with these that are slow to put roots out, I'm going to put them in that large coconut husk and see if they do any better in that one, because they're not doing much in this. I mean, there's a new growth there that's doing very nicely. It looks like it's got something down there, but never flowered before or anything. So I'm hoping that to give them a kickstart with the large coconut husk. We'll see anyhow. And this is the straight Cattleya dowiana, and I got it as a little seedling about this size. That was its first growth, and this one's its second growth. Absolutely huge. Doesn't look like opening yet, the leaf, for some reason, and but this is doing really, really nicely. I've had this one about, what, 2 years? Yeah, that was the first year's growth, and this is the second. So I'm hopeful that once that leaf has opened, then it will start putting up another growth. That's Cattleya dowiana. I don't water this as much as the others. I just like this to dry out completely. Well, I like the others to dry out completely, but whereas I probably give those an extra watering every fortnight, I miss out on this one, because they do like the roots to be dry longer than the other ones I've got. This is Rhincolelia Cattleya Pink Empress Dew Shen. Doing very nicely, looking nice and straight up in the pot, and it's It's coming up with a sheath there. Nothing in it yet, and I don't know whether there will be, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed. But looking very nice. And this is the Phalaenopsis and Cattleyas, King of Taiwan. You know, I think this is the best Cattleya I've got up to now, and that flowered absolutely beautifully. And with being under the Morsor draw light, they don't have to take on this beautiful dark red hue. And there's another spike sheath coming up there, but that's not showing anything as yet, although when I look right down at the bottom I can see a little dark thing, but whether that's the sheath coming up or not, I don't know. But that's the pink Empress. Now what's these little white spots under here? Hang on. Well, those white spots were a little bit of a dead scale. I hadn't noticed any scale on these before because I spray them every week, so I don't know, they must have been there and I missed them. Anyhow, they're dead now and they've gone, and there's nothing on any of the other leaves, so that's okay, that'll do fine. This one's got plenty of roots growing on it, and I was hopeful that the other new growth would have a sheath on it, but it hasn't. Here it is. And hasn't really got anything down there neither to form a sheath. But that's the Phalaenopsis and Cattleyas, King of Taiwan. 1, 2, 3. Here's another one growing very nicely. It's the RLC Song Tian Mu. And pleased to say, like I always am, that the new growths are much bigger than the old ones. So this hasn't done anything yet. It tried to put up a sheath there on the, you can tell it's an old leaf now, but nothing since then. So we'll keep our fingers crossed that something will happen with this sort of towards the beginning of autumn, something like that. But I'm not looking forward to the beginning of autumn. I'm looking forward to this blooming, but not at the expense of missing a summer. And the last one I'll show you is this Golf Green, growing very, very nicely, putting up plenty of new growths, but no signs of any sheaths yet. So we'll keep persevering with that one until something does happen. Well, this is the Dracula woolwardii I'm a little bit excited about, and let's see if we can find that, which I think is a spike. Nothing there. Oh, it's not underneath, no, I'll have a look. Should be around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Can you see it there? Is that a spike or is that a spike? And I think it is a spike now. So I'm very, very pleased and excited about that one, because these are beautiful blooms on them. Dracula woolwardii. I have another Dracula here that's growing very nicely, but it's not showing any signs of spiking yet. And it's Dracula solii, the one with the monkey faces on, and it's pure white. So I'm looking forward to that if it ever does spike. Well, thank you very much for watching. I'll just finish up by showing you what's happening over here, over the top of the fish tank here. I've got the lid open, and overhanging the water is the Orangus Mr. Cedar, the Masdevallia gutterettii, and the Phalaenopsis loyii. And there we have a Phalaenopedium robellini, and this is Paphiopedilum philippinense. So, oh, I need this to be watered now. This is not doing much at all. Got two little Paphiopedilums on it, but nothing. And the names of them, the top one is a Phalaenopsis mock choi yu, and the bottom one is, oh look, Phalaenopsis Timothy Christopher 51324. That must be the dealer's number of them. Anyhow, that's not doing very much. Hasn't shown any growth whatsoever. So I'm never really going off mounted ones somehow. I much prefer them in pots where I mean mounted ones you've got to struggle every day because they've got to be watered virtually every day. And I'm hoping putting these over the water, which is at 84 degrees, these will get enough humidity so I don't need to water them every day. Anyhow, we'll see. So thank you very much for watching. Thanks to all my subscribers. Hope this video on the 1st of March 2021 will turn out to be much better at the end of March. So thanks very much. Thanks to my subscribers. And until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye.